Start with the holy name of Allah, who is great, kind, and the most merciful. My dear student and viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Hope that you all are good and keeping yourselves away from the coronavirus and stay safe and stay home. So, this lecture is a part of a series which I am uploading on the YouTube as well. And today's lecture on the topic of research procedure, which can be helpful for the student of final year media studies 2K17. Before the research procedure, we must be considered, we must be clear our view about what are the mediums of miscommunication. As publicly known, the mediums of communication which are very much famous in the field of mass communication, which are radio, TV, and internet, web TV, newspapers, magazines, and extras. These mediums also work out to disseminate the information to the large number of people. So, being a mass communicator, how we can bring all these in the field of mass media research? That mass media research field is quite different. It has two major sectors. Number one is a private sector, and number second is academic sector. Private or electronic media or academic media or academic journalist, their performance, their outcomes, the impact of media, the role of media, how all these can be showed, that the working style of mediums and impact on the media, and the status and satisfaction of employees, those who are working journalists. We can do research over all these. What are the procedure of doing research? The procedure of doing research is quite changed. The procedure of research consists of 8 subtopics. Number one, select the problem. That which kind of problem do you want to select. Number second is the review exist research and theory when it relevant. Number 3, develop hypothesis or research question. Number 4, determine an appropriate method or research design. Number 5, collect the relevant data. Number 6, analyze and interpret the results. Number 7, present the result in the appropriate form or format. And number 8, if necessary or if essential, sometime if we have a need, replicate the study with exist theory. So these 8 steps will be helpful to all of you at the time of when you are going to do research. The first is find out the problem, that on which topic you are interested to do work over it. You must go and find what kind of problems exist in this, and which problems is more important, and which kind of problem which you have find in the in any kind of medium or field will be the easy, and it can be helpful, and it can be the relevant your field. It can be the easy for doing work in our current situation, and what are your financial condition, how much time you have consumed. All these dimensions must be observed at the time of selecting problems. The selection of problem was the selection of problems which is not easy task because your all other work can be stored in the respect of the selection of problem. If your problem was a genuine, if your problem was the easy to work, easy to get literature review, easy to get respond, easy to access over the people. If I can give you an example, if you are going to work over the ISPR in Pakistan, you have find out the problem, the gap between the academic journalist and ISPR professionals. So if these kind of topics you want to be do research over, the many problems you have faced. Number one, being a unknown citizen for ISPR, they will not most of time allow to any stranger. So at the time of selecting problem, you must be consider all these things that on which topic I can easily work. So number one, if I have select the problem, the second procedure and second major thing is that is relevant literature regarding that particular topic is exist or not. Because if sometimes we want to be do extraordinary work, it's our thinking that I must be choose that topic. There no one have worked it, but it is too much difficult. Because if you will do that how you can be get, how you can be include the exist literature review for research, how you can be resemblance with the exist theory, how you can make the theoretical framework. So all these things after knowing, you should be clear that my topic must be common, must be new, must be implicable, must be replicatable, but it's the literature review, the topic which I have borrowed, which I have designed, the relevant data, relevant literature is already exist in the field of mass communication. Because a new topic will be difficult to collect the literature, and you must have too much time to create your own secondary data as a literature. So number third is develop the hypothesis and research question. This is the techniques which we have already discussed in previous semester, that what are the research hypothesis and what are the research question. Basically those problems we have find out, we should give them shape of a hypothesis for be as assumption, or we can be design a state question that on that problem, this question these questions are which I have filled, that I want to be know the answer of all these things. I want to be search out the answer of all these questions. So these two are essential in this process. After the develop hypothesis or research question, number 4, determine an appropriate method or research design. Research design, you must be determined that which kind of research approach do you want to be apply. There are two research approaches. Number 1, quantitative research. Number 2 is qualitative research. So you must be clear all these things, that on which way on which approach I am going to apply and set the all these topics. So, as moving forward, the after finalize the quantitative or qualitative research, we must be journalize it into 5 chapters that I am going to propose it. But in research design, we must be give the number 5, collect the relevant data. If I am going to be do quantitative research, then I must have a clear idea about the questionnaire design, survey methodology, and response from the small group or large group, and from where I am going to be collect the data. That means the sampling area, and number 4 is which kind of techniques, which kind of research techniques I will be using. So it must be discussed. Number 6 is analyze and interrupt the result. After that, how I will analyze it, what are the parameters of my analysis, and which kind of analysis are reliable, valuable, and uh, ethical. So these are must include in my research as a procedure. If I will do quantitative research, then the reliable or there are few techniques which are the most common in the field of research. That are the your reliability, correlation, coefficient, ANOVA, and measurement, regression analysis. These are some kind of common techniques which we use for doing research. Number 7, after complete your research, my 7th point and 7th point procedure is that how I will present it. You must have a clear idea that you present in your first and second seminar of research or PhD or MPhil of your research. Based on your presentation, your ideas should be summarized in PPT, and your detailed information can be pasted or written in the form of a book, which we call as a thesis. So the presentation form, which is also given directed by the HEC, that it is also clear. Number 1, sometimes we have a need to be replicate all these things, or we not have. It is a need at the time of when our topic is related to replication, or our topic is not related to the replication. So if it's necessary, then we must be replicate the study that further study like that and previous study was conducted by someone, like as in my results are quite different. So replication is not essential in every research procedure, but it is a necessary at the time of when you have need it. So I have clearly tried to discuss all these things for your clear the basic idea regarding the research procedure, and I am going to summarize it in and repeat it for your satisfaction, for your clear the confusion. Once again, that research procedure have 8 steps. Number 1, select the problem, review the number 2 is review the existing literature or theory. Number 3, develop the hypothesis or research question. Number 4, determine an appropriate method. Number 5, collect the relevant data. Number 6, analyze the interrupt result. Number 7, present the results in appropriate form or format. Number 8, replicate the study if necessary. Thank you very much for watching. Keeping in view, we will be uploading another video. So at last, subscribe my channel and click the bell icon. Thank you very much.